All right, what's up, everyone? What's up? What's good? What's good? Good to see everyone in these YouTube streets again too. I know it's been a while since you see me just live, and especially with these live streams also, and having a guest as well. So today we have the lovely Belinda, in the house too. So if you guys could hear, if you guys could see it too, feel free to let us know if our camera's okay, if our voice is okay, and all that stuff too. So let me see if I could make sure to put that. Oh wait, it cleared. Oh, anyways, so what's up, everyone? Good to see you guys too, and you just welcome this awesome guest right here too. To my right, Melinda. You guys know her as Faulty Real Tarot in YouTube and other social media platforms also. And Melinda, also, thank you for being here too and just being a guest, again too in this live stream. And if you ever want to just, introduce yourself, who you are, what you're about, and you just take it from here. Because this is your show, and with this open discussion, talking about healing from the heart, it's just, feel free to be yourself. And if anyone has any kind of questions, if Melinda, you want to throw cards, if you want to just share too that whatever that floats your boat with your intuition and so on and so forth. And for anyone who has questions too, just feel free to share. So there you go. I'll let you have the floor, Melinda. So if you want to introduce yourself or share anything, go ahead.
How you doing, Jay? I was running late, of course, but I was on time, on time.
Oh, it's
Name
okay.
is Melinda. Yeah, very happy.
Yeah, it's all good. You're on time, so it's all good. Sometimes, if I'm late too, I always try to, just be honest with that too. Just really not making excuses, but just really just being upfront. So it's kind of like, I was the last I wait, I'm trying to think. I think it was with you and your sister. It was just I was early, but at the same time felt I was late. So it's like, oh shoot, just a little bit of rushing, get myself ready, like somewhat presentable. I don't want to look scraggly on it, but it's cool. You're here, and that's the most beautiful thing. And this is your show too. So if you guys ever want to check out Melinda's channel, for those who are new to my channel, also, and vice versa, you're more than welcome to check out her content. It's linked in the chat. It's linked in the description for anyone who wants to watch in the replay and so on and so forth. And yeah, just um, just like with you, Melinda, just with this topic, if you want to share anything too, when it comes to just, about healing from the heart, how when it comes to healing and when it comes to just really healing in general, it could be in so many ways, but I just really want to hear it from your perspective too. How can we just do that? So
Sure.
cool.
Well, you know, I just try and keep love. Like I feel the love. I can feel it. It's just like it's almost like my heart is like puffed out here, and I think that's what gets me through a lot of the hard times because we all go through hard times. You know, we're here for this human experience,
Hmm.
and you know, I like to say shit happens. Because to me, shit stands for SHIT, simply how I think.
Hmm.
And I could think whatever, because we have freedom of choice, in all of our thoughts. We can change the direction of the thought. Like, I like to take, for instance, if somebody does something or says something, or something happens to a family member or something like that, I can feel hurt, and the dogs are full of loyalty. Boys,
Oh,
boys,
they just want to chime in too. It's all good.
yeah, there's somebody walking out there or something. Come on, boys. Either that or else part of the delivery is here. Okay, so good girl. No, that doesn't mean do it again. Okay, but I could take it as I'm pissed off, at whatever happened. I'm mad, I'm angry, however I want to say it or feel it, you know. And say I need to run someplace, go take off in the car, right? And I'm driving down the road, and this asshole over here cuts me off. I'm pissed off and I'm angry. You know what I mean? And
Right,
so I'm like, you mother, whatever I say, whatever
right,
I do. Yeah. But if I take it as accepting, that whoever said this or whoever done that or whatever happened, if I take it as, well, they are going through something,
yeah,
or whatever happens for a reason, and I still need to go do whatever I need to do. So I'm out in the car and I take off. And then this same guy, he's going through whatever. Maybe he's on the way to the hospital or on the way home, whatever his deal is or her deal is. And she still, or he still cuts me off. If
yeah,
I'm in that loving energy of accepting whatever it is, whether if it's hurt or pain or thought, and then I could accept that they're going through something and they need to be in a hurry, or maybe they just need to be an asshole, you know,
yeah, yeah,
whatever it is, they cut me off, and I could be like, well, or I could be, yeah, it's my choice because it's how I feel on actions, and there's reactions, there's always something else because there's a great big picture, and we only get little pieces at a time, and if we put those little pieces together, no matter what it is, and then we start to see a bigger picture. We're not going to see the whole picture. Our human mind can't handle it, I don't think, but that's how I feel about that, our part of
yeah.
it.
Yeah, that makes sense. Especially like you said earlier, with things happening, because life tests us in so many ways. Like if you're like you're mentioning how you're driving, someone cuts you off, you get pissed off, you either you flip them the bird or you just utter something in your car, like just like damn it or something like that. But like you said, there's probably they're going through something. They're probably in a rush to go to their job or go to like their family, or just someone's being like inconsiderate, an asshole or a jerk too. I mean, we're human because we all have those emotions, and
Right.
I get that too when I'm driving. I mean, especially if I'm going to say like if I'm going to a job interview, or if I'm going to like an event, or if, and this like there's traffic, sometimes I just like this, it's like damn it, traffic again, or just like someone's driving like 20 miles in a
Right.
70-mile kind of like
You
radius. And
got the double yellow lines.
yeah, yeah, it's like what the heck, like wait, like what the heck, you're just driving at a certain pace. But it's kind of like how we can really just heal from that, from those situations, when it comes to just say those burst moments of like anger, frustration, and just really bringing that clarity back towards those places too. Because when we're like reacting, especially when reacting to like with anger, frustration, like that too, I mean, it really builds up in our body too. And before I go, so hello to Cindy and Teresa Levine. Good to see you both also, who is watching this live and watch the replay. To anyone in the chat too who's just dropping in. Much love to you guys as well. And just like healing from the heart is really powerful. And it's sometimes it's not like the easiest thing to do, because sometimes as human beings, whether you're a man, if you're a woman too, it's just like we hold stuff in. But when it comes to just like how we really want to let that go, it's really powerful. And even it could really take a long time too. So like it really depends on us how we want to just, if you want to just heal from the heart, just to really what to let go, what to learn from, and etc. too. But you guys can challenge what I'm saying too, because I'm just sharing from experience. And so, yeah,
Yeah,
Cindy says, I try to say, I wonder what happened to the person to make them act this way. Yeah, it makes it less. Yeah, that's a good way to look at it, Cindy. Exactly. I always think of like that too. Just what happened to make them be that way too. So yeah, definitely, it's a good way to look at it. And like with life too, because lately with me, because I think I announced this before. I just do my regular shows monthly, and just really when it comes to everything else, make more room for more guests to come on, or just doing other content, short videos, regular videos too. It's like, huh, just really, revamping myself, trying to, like, and even just making more new content for just, for anyone who doesn't know, I'm making a gaming channel too. So it's kind of like just really, revamping it from all the gaming content to another channel. So it's, specific. So anyone who loves gaming, that could go on there. Anyone who loves self-care and wellness could really just stay here. And just like the other channel that I have too, it's all about clips from like people make powerful, points and just like help them promote their stuff too when it comes to building a community, just like of other people who want to just stay healthy and support each other. It's really cool too. So, but other than that, I didn't want to diverge to what we're talking about here because this is your show, Melinda, and just like you're the guest of honor too, and it's just like wherever you want to share too about healing from the heart. You got the floor, and if you want to pull cards for people, you want to just share. That is totally up to you too. And I know I probably said this before, but I just want to say it again. Yeah.
I think it's all of our show.
Oh
Anybody
yeah.
that's here now, later, yours, you know, let's just hug each other. Group hug. Ah, that was the rule when the kids were little. If, say, if they were going through something, girlfriend, whatever, or when they were little or whatever, and they thought it was funny, then, whatever age, whoever called group hug in the house, everybody, it was just everybody gave a group hug, you know,
Right.
and if anybody wanted to talk about anything, if it was either one on one or together, it was their choice, and because
Right.
they when they was young or younger, I should say, um, um, I raised them without their father, you know, and so you got 5 boys, and you're trying to raise them, I think really, we all raised each other, and
Mm,
I've told them that. I've said it before, because I really didn't know how to be a kid, I didn't know how to be an adult. I didn't know how to be a mother. Well, I take that back. I had a very loving mother, very, very loving mother, but we had to deal with a lot of things. I mean, she had 8 children, with
mm,
an alcoholic father. So,
yeah.
anybody went through all that, we all know, it wasn't pretty. So, um, in raising 8 kids, man, I don't know. But I even remember at family reunions, they remind me of it too. I used to blame the house. I always blame the house. It's the house's fault. Ah, and I think it's because even when I was a kid, deep down, I didn't want to blame anybody. I don't know why, because I know who did it. So it must have been something like that because I always blamed it on the house, always. And but I just think it's whatever we go through is what we were supposed to go through to get to where we are now. And wherever we're at in our process, our progress, whatever, it's where we're supposed to be. So I used to say all the time, wherever my feet are, that's where I'm supposed to be. you
Mm,
know.
that's good. That's real
Mhm.
good. And especially, eight like Cindy says, like 8 children, that's a big family. That's amazing too when it comes to just, raising 8 kids. And that's not easy too. And it's just, kids are a
No.
blessing too, especially when it comes to having a
Mm-mm.
son or a daughter
Oh no, we
also.
couldn't be too messy.
Was that?
We couldn't be too messy. We
Right,
seem- we was either seems like we was either cleaning in the house, outside playing, or late at night we'd be inside, because we would have done our chores first, and then we could sit down, get ready for bed or whatever, watch TV, stuff like that.
right.
Hmm.
That's beautiful. I mean, it's just like, because you said
Yeah,
it mostly boys. I know boys are, because, as they're growing up, they just, a lot of, testosterone and they just want to, learn more about
well.
themselves too. And it's just, like when I was growing up too, I only had like one sister. So it's kind of like, I had a really strong father figure in my life, my dad too. And it's just like, like how amazing it is just really having that kind of strong kind of like parental figure too, especially if you have both parents too. That's like, a blessing also, even if it's like, like a strong mom or a strong dad. It's just, and I was always curious, like, what if I ever had a brother too? But, I had like, I say like stepbrothers who are just like a little bit too, because I've been through situations where, like I kind of have like a stepbrother, but it was kind of like the short term thing too. I didn't share this with anyone. It's really cool experience. But at the same time, it's like, I love my sister too because I was used to her. Like we always had each other's backs, and even just like when you're just like growing up in certain areas like in Orange County, you meet people who are kind of like your brother too. So I know like at least a couple of guys who are kind of considered like my brothers. One of them I see too on Orange County, and the other ones who kind of live somewhere around here too. It was really cool. Yeah, but it's just like just like really having those kind of strong figures in your life, especially when it comes to family. It makes a really big difference too, because parents can really teach a lot about when it comes to their kids with certain values, like when to just clean up the house, because even like you just like teach your kids how to just really take care of yourself, and that's a way of just healing too, because it's kind of like my mom taught me how to just really not to clean up after myself, but also to just cook, clean, how to treat people. Same thing with my dad also too, just like when it comes to standing up for myself and know when to back off, know when to defend myself, etc. too. And so, and even just when to let go and when to just really learn to let go and just move on too. And so definitely. And it was you guys sharing in the chat because I think we're all supposed to look at our lives. If we keep in the same situation, yeah, yeah. Just really, looking at those patterns too. You're right. That's deep. Definitely. What's up, JR? Good to see you. What's good? What's good? How are you doing? Thank you for being here too. So anyone who is just popping in and saying hello. And cool. And is there anything else you want to share, Melinda, about what we're talking about too? When it comes to that.
Well, I could totally relate to what Maria said, about, if we haven't learned the lesson yet, those patterns will repeat themselves. Say that we're in a relationship with somebody and you vowed in your mind, or maybe even out loud, I'll never get with anybody like my dad. Well, then you marry an alcoholic, because you don't really realize it, because maybe we're falling in love with love. You know what I mean? Or, and, but I've been married twice to two different men, or I've been married three times, but two men, and all I know is that when we first got together, um, and then we started, sharing our lives together and stuff like that. My mom and dad had 8 kids. Dad had got remarried, and then that's why Michelle and I have different moms.
Mm.
So Michelle's the ninth child. but but anyway, uh, he was an alcoholic. I didn't realize he was an alcoholic. But I married somebody just like my dad, or very similar. I mean, very similar. And I had no idea. And but after all these you know beautiful babies, they were all beautiful babies. I think all babies are beautiful anyway. But when it came time to buying diapers, or beer, he thought it was more important for the beer that I could go wash out the cloth diapers, because back then we had cloth diapers too. And after you had so many kids, there wasn't a whole lot of time to wash diapers out, and it was more convenient to buy the diapers.
Yeah.
So I realized it was time, for him to not be in the house all the time, So,
Yeah.
um, so I didn't repeat that. My next husband wasn't an alcoholic, and they were both beautiful men, by the way. Rick and I, my first husband, we remained friends the whole time. I mean, I still went over and cut his hair and everything, and him and I would joke around back and forth all the time, because that's what we did. He was a good dad. He was a really good dad, but the beer part was too much,
Yeah.
for him to be able. So I do relate to the patterns. Does anybody have any questions about that or about anything? Or should we throw some cards, or what do you guys want to do?
Well, it's just, I mean, because like to really just to, answer your question, it was just like you're talking about how we attract to certain people who are kind of similar to our parents. And it's just like with me, I tend to, date women who have similar interests, like my mom too. They're very caring and adventurous, but they are different in their own way too. So it's kind of like, if it doesn't work out with one person, then you connect with someone who's just, could be totally different, but at the same time, you recognize those patterns too. Like Cindy was saying, it was just like, oh, this person can be really caring and very, generous, but, sometimes they have their own kind of, I say their own personality per se, but it's kind of like with recognizing those patterns. If like Cindy was saying, if you are attracted to a certain person, especially if it's like say, for example, like say like your, I don't know, put an example. Let's say like your mom, like say like for a guy too who wants to connect with someone who's similar to their mom, but it was kind of like sometimes your mom was so busy, and then it's kind of like you connect with a partner who's just really wants to do their own thing, which is cool. I have nothing against that, but it's kind of like she's doesn't put a lot of time in their relationship. It's just like she wants to do her own thing and be independent. I was like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's just when it comes to that, that could be one example of that. I mean, I could totally wrong. I've only been in like certain relationships, but it's just like recognizing those patterns too, especially how we can really just heal from those past relationships too. From so we can really just find that clarity, just and just really let that go for to make room for a new person to come into our lives. Also, even like eventually, if it doesn't work out too, we can just really always find ways to just heal and to learn. Because relationships are part of life. It's just like, from if you're single, if you're want to date someone, or if you're in a serious relationship, you can really, just really, not being afraid to just, love and let go and just learn along the way too, if that makes sense. So
Absolutely makes sense.
yeah, I'm just sharing from experience, and Cindy's sharing some knowledge too. It's really good to see this side of you. Yeah, she does, Cindy. She has a lot of wisdom too, definitely. And if you guys ever want to check out her channel too, it's really amazing. She does all this nature stuff and all the cool stuff too on her channel also. Oh, I see pop-ups of her videos on a regular basis. It's really cool. So,
That kind of stuff keeps me grounded. Being
oh
out in the nature, being with the rocks, the birds, the rabbits that come, or at night the raccoons come and I feed them, and uh, it's just enjoyable, it's
yeah.
enjoyable. Even though whatever's going on is whatever's going on, my life in my world is enjoyable because I try not to put too much negativity, you know, in my life.
Right, right. Yeah, I could get that too. And it's, negativity happens because, sometimes, like people will feel a certain way about certain things. And, there's always haters out there too. Now, most young, I can't believe I'm saying these young people say that nowadays. I'm still young, but nowadays too, like, people who are kind of feel a certain way, they're against something, they're called a hater. And, it happens, but it's just like how we can really just deal from that. It's just like not letting the hate just, like turn you to something that you're not, basically. It's just like, because with me too, like on my Instagram, I always get some kind of like weird comments, like, is this a joke? Did you really say that about this and that? Even though like my own intentions was just really making a genuine comment. It was like nothing against it. It was like, oh, this dress looks really awesome on them. It looks classy and sexy at the same time. And people say like, what? You used to say that for real? And it's like, I just let it go, but I just, because I get notifications from it. I was like, okay, so whatever. And it's just, it's like how we can really just, respond to that. And really just, if it like say if it like annoys you if someone just really makes some silly ass stuff too, it's like, we're human. We respond to it. It's like, oh my gosh, they really say that? But it's kind of like, if you really want to let that go, just really finding ways to heal from that, especially from the heart too. It's just how you want to let that go. So it's kind of like, like I like breath work, for example, too. I'm gonna get into the yoga world. It's like, okay, just let that go, just move on. And it's just like,
I'm just gonna fan
you know,
down.
oh yeah, sure. And just like, always just finding ways to let, yeah, I just lost my train. And JR says it's not always the best thing. Yeah, yeah, yeah. Definitely understand where you're coming from now, JR.
Sorry about that.
No, it's okay. No, I was just sharing too with anyone in the chat too. And if you guys ever want to like a reading from Melinda and myself also, if you ever want like a message for today, you know, like a reading when it comes to spirituality, with relationships, or just like if you want to laugh today too, wherever that comes to mind also when it comes to, relationships, spirituality, etc. too. You're more than welcome to post your question. Or if, Linda too, if you want to just, pull one in general too. All right. Wait. So you want to post
Mm.
relationships will be changing in the future. My kids will be dating soon. So I tell relationships things will be
And also, if you want to discuss anything about trauma bonding or anything like that, if that's all right with you, Jay, if
yeah, I
that
mean, you guys are
wishes.
comfortable.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I mean, trauma bonding, I just have to look it up a little bit more, but I know that's a really powerful topic too. So, yeah, I mean, I'm open to talk about it. I just not knowledgeable about it, but I know about it. So if that makes sense, but
I'm
but yeah,
sorry, but
oh
she
yeah.
said she was dating like 100 years ago.
Hey, that's a lot of experience, Cindy. Okay, let's see. Oh my goodness. On how relationships will be changing. That's a good question. We could really mark that if you want to pull some cards on that one. How relationships will be changing in the future. That's a good question, though, Cindy. That's cool.
Mhm.
That's cool. How relationships will change in the future. And like, because it's like within the future, it's all about what's happening now too in the present. But it's kind of like what I'm just seeing too, from what I've seen too with relationships, from my generation and the younger generation. It's just like there's so many relationship dynamics too, that I've seen from young swingers to people who want to just do something more, original and traditional, which is nothing wrong. I mean, I like traditional relationships. Feels like if someone wants to be with one person for a long period of time, but there's other people who want to do that also, but they want to experience the wild side of life too. So it's like sometimes I can't even keep up with the terms too, because nowadays it's like wow, like I didn't know what to say now too. I mean, and with me too, this is just me personally saying this. I like to keep it simple and yet adventurous. If that makes sense. But yeah, yeah. Oh yeah, you could definitely pull through, Cindy. If you ever want to jump on, also you're more than welcome to. I'll post the link.
You
What's up?
know, when the boys were younger, teenagers, they used to uh, talk to me about dating and stuff like that, and girls
Ladies.
and how
That's
sometimes they would act different and so I discussed different things and they would um they would come home in a day or two, and they'd say, Mom, my girlfriend's on the dot. They called it a dot instead of a period. My girlfriend's on the dot and she is acting different. And I said, just give it a few days and try and treat her with love, and if she's going through something because hormones, or whatever it is that I said to him. But I always thought that was really cute, that they called it the dot.
that's a good term. Your kids are smart. I mean, because like um I'm not sure how old your sons are, and I'm just really being respectful for that.
Mhm.
It's just usually guys my generation will say the word too, like my girlfriend's like on their they say the dot but their period, and it's just like I know like from what women share with me too, it's like I know that's kind of like sensitive too when it comes to talking about that. And with me too, since I was raised by a lot of strong women in my life, I always tend to watch, what I say too, because I didn't want to offend anyone, but I also want to be just really honest and real with it too. So it's kind of like how your son said that too. That was really smart on his part too. The dad, because he's probably like being really respectful, and he was raised by a powerful woman like yourself. And it's really good, that your son just said that, just really being respectful.
Well, if you want to know how old my sons are, the oldest one is, okay, I'm not going to tell you the oldest one. The second oldest one is 38, and then the baby is 32.
Oh, okay. Sit around my age range. And hello, divine spiritual tea. If I didn't say hi to you, good to see you as well.
Hello, Sharon. Hello, Kiba. Hello,
Kiva,
Teresa.
Sharon, Sipe, Divine Spiritual Tea, everyone else. What's up? What's
A
up? What's
lot
up?
of love in the house.
Yes, yes, indeed. Belinda's probably have her cards ready, and I'm still talking.
You know,
That's cool. That's cool. But shout out to all the people who are coming in here too. So Divine Spiritual Tea, Kiva, Sharon, Sipe, all you lovely people too. And Cindy has 3 cards too. Richard, cool. Okay.
Did you want to share them?
Oh yeah, I think she shared them in the chat, but if she ever wants to come on with us too, I mean, she's always welcome to. She wants to come on camera. She wants to share cards. Oh,
Man, I gotta go with Spirit. Spirit told me to pull a bunch of cards. So that's what I'm doing.
cool. And thank you for that, Jay. I appreciate that. And it's just, I'm just being real too. So it's kind of like, I was raised by a powerful, good woman too, and especially not her, but my aunts and my cousins and my sister too. So and my friends as well. But yeah, definitely my mom too. Big influence. Yeah, big. And my dad too. Big influences. Oh, you want to share in the chat? Okay, that's cool. That's really cool. Cool. So with these open discussions, I like someone ever wants to come on if they're like want to share their readings or anything like that. I mean, I'll definitely invite them, but if they don't want to, that's totally your choice, and I respect that. So definitely. So let's see. Action card for future relationship. Hmm. Okay, that's interesting. What it's all about here too. Interesting. So let's see. And just like with your question, Cindy, it's just like the future of relationships. I think when it comes to that, also we can really just practice that. Also, I'm just going to share my three cards. It's just like with authenticity, just really staying true to who we are. Also, especially when it comes to authenticity, being yourself. Also, if you when it comes to connecting with someone or just like who you are in general. Also, it's just like when it comes to authenticity, it's really good to just not only to be yourself, but also just really sharing from the heart. When it comes to authenticity, even if it comes to those difficult kind of conversations too, and just like when it comes to our desires and everything else, also it's just like authenticity can really just help us to enrich our relationships in so many ways. And just really being true and real with ourselves also and not trying to be something that we're not, being fake too. It can really just be helpful for all of us to really just being real and honest with ourselves and especially with the people that we want to connect with and vice versa about what we want to experience in our relationships too. So oh, that's almost the same thing you pulled too, Cindy. Cool. And it's just, like with beauty also, it's just like, seeing the beauty about when it comes to with ourselves and especially through the relationships that we're experiencing that we want to experience too. So like with beauty, and especially with this sexy card right here with Helena Joy, with this drawing right here, it's like she has a beautiful set of legs, saying that respectfully too. But when it comes to with this card, with the meaning of it, also, it's just really seeing the beauty of the relationship that you are in, that you want to experience, especially within ourselves too, and with your partner. So it's kind of like appreciating the inner beauty when it comes to with ourselves and with our partners and with our relationship too, that we want to experience and that we are experiencing too. Just really, practicing that from within also in so many ways, and just like if you want to just, show how much, appreciation that you have for your partner and you want to do that for her and she wants to do that for you, and you guys want to do that for yourselves and etc. Also, just really seeing the beauty of that also too. And just really, doing that from a healthy space also. And, just like when it comes to just like how we can really use our masculine energy to just when it comes to future relationships, if you just want to just really take your relationship to the next level, just like when it comes to traveling or even just like with travel also too, just really doing anything just to really help to just really making relationship more adventurous too. So like with couples who I say relationships, even if it's just like dating, want to just really, spice it up. They want to just travel, go somewhere too. like a fun vacation or like an adventure, wherever that may be too. Just really, traveling and just really exploring and just seeing, make their relationship, more adventurous and interesting and fulfilling for anyone who's involved also. So like when it comes to traveling and you using your masculine energy to just really do that also to make the relationships more kind of like say adventurous and fun and expansive and wherever that may be too. It's just like probably the future relationships. You'll probably see more people just really, exploring more and just really doing a lot of fun stuff too, especially when it comes to traveling. So it's kind of like, how most people want to just really enhance their relationships, and especially if they want to just explore, the the fun side of life. I say, you know, the fun side of life too when it comes to anything. It could even be the most simplest things also. Just, see a lot of people just traveling and, just really doing a lot of fun stuff together too, if that makes sense.
That
So
is beautiful.
oh yeah, I'm just letting just like you said, going with the flow. And Cindy says, pride is the devil, this generation will not tolerate toxic. Oh yeah. And workplace again, they are smarter than we were. Yeah, it's it's just like just really like you were saying, Cindy. It's just like like the younger generation won't tolerate any kind of like BS too. So it's kind of like that's a really powerful move, and it's just like and that's a really good way too. It's just like when it comes to the younger generation not tolerating any kind of like ignorance or toxicity too, especially if it's like from like the other person of another gender, thing like that. It's gonna be pretty powerful. So what you said too, right there, is really spot on. Definitely powerful. And thank you for sharing your reading too, Cindy. That's really awesome. And thank you
Yeah,
for
her first card. Did you get her first card?
yeah. She got the Ten of Wands, right?
Yes.
Yeah, yeah. And then the second one was Justice. I've seen the chat too.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. So
That
ten of
was a really good reading, both of you guys.
oh definitely. That's really good. Oh yeah. And thank you for sharing, Cindy, and especially sharing site too. For the
Thank you,
links.
Sam.
You didn't have to do that, but I appreciate it too. So, because all the links are posted in the description, but I appreciate you for just sharing on the guard. So, which is cool too. So, that's awesome. So definitely. Oh, you want to share, Melinda? I don't know if I let you go. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah, I have no idea what my cards are yet, but that's awesome that Sharon is putting all that up for everybody.
Oh,
She
yeah. Thank
definitely
you for
needs to
sharing
have.
Melinda's stuff too. Yeah, her email and
Yeah.
everything. Cool.
Thank you, Sharon. Okay, you guys know I always throw a bunch of Dagon cards, but I've got to go with what Spirit tells me.
Hey, it's your show,
Okay.
so go for it.
There's all right, let's see
Cheers.
what they have. Nope.
Oh man.
The Akashic Library.
Akashic Library. Ooh.
Yeah, so I think that they're going to be able to also feel and sense more because there won't be as much crap in the air. Not,
Mm-hmm.
I'm not talking about, I'm talking about, I see all this energy, and I'm seeing all this bumpy energy like fade away and it becoming smoother.
Mm.
So I think they're going to be able to sense and feel more because there won't be as much negativity. Okay. And then we got the Ace of Coins. Yeah. You know, so the new beginnings of the money and anything earthly. So, you know, it's backing up that library there. Where, and also you could see that there's a little bitty hole there that's got all this nature behind it,
Mm.
and I think that people's going to be able to be themselves a little bit more after a lot of the bumpiness goes away.
Oh, definitely. Especially when it comes, yeah.
Yeah, and then retreat shows up. It's time to disconnect from the world. Yeah,
That sounds
all
like the
that
trip right there.
negativity. Yeah,
Retreat. Just traveling and retreating.
yeah. Separation, sadness, missing you, thinking about you, yearning, unsure of the future. I think that the the beginning, the kids that might be like getting up in that age right now, like about ready to be out of school, about ready to start voting or not, about ready to start their future of their lives, as an adult, you
Right.
know. And I think that, with the separation and retreat and watching because a lot of that negativity, they're going to be just seeing the tips of it. You know what I mean? It might be when they're in their 30s before a lot of the bumpiness is away. But I think that let me get some more of the story. Okay.
Yeah. Take your time. It's all good.
Okay. And then the lady comes up, which she's an ace. Okay. Aces are new beginnings. So the children that's about this, the age of, yeah, just when I put the card down, it totally spun all the way around. So it's the men and the ladies as they're becoming into adulthood, they're wanting change. They're wanting change so that way they'll be able to see the world in a different light. The end of a tough cycle approaches. Absolutely, man. That's just following right along.
Oh yeah. Especially to what Cindy is sharing too. So there's, I just highlighted that too, like the older generations work there. Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
You're gonna do that, and you're gonna, yeah, definitely gonna enjoy their life.
Yes.
Mm-hmm.
That
Definitely.
song's coming to me. Laid back. Put some money on my.
Oh shit. Okay. Yep.
Yeah, buddy. Oh,
Yeah.
yes, the Five of Cups. The Five of Cups.
Mm.
The generations that's just now becoming adults, they're not going to see until they're a little bit older, like in their 30s is what I'm hearing. When a lot of the negativities, he's got that anchor on his neck of a tattoo, will be sailing away. And you're going to be putting your anchor down. They're hunkering, hungry, hungry for change,
Mm-hmm.
for a new life. They're sad. Their kids will read it in the history books. That's what I'm hearing. Okay, let's get some more of the story. The Oracle of Delphi. Yes. So they're going to be able to tell their children how it used to be. They'll sit their children down and share wisdom, write books, plays, movies about what they even want for their future, and the future generation,
Mm.
for the future. The Two of Wands. They have their world. They want to change their world.
You want to change your world, just bring more beauty into it too. So definitely, they just want to
Yeah.
change the world for the better. So that makes sense with this message too.
Yes, absolutely. They're
Hey,
holding on. Huh?
oh, sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you. I was saying hi to someone who just dropped in. What's up, Oline?
Okay. Hey, Oline, how you doing, girl?
Yes, shout out to you. Good to see you. I'm sorry. You go ahead. I didn't interrupt you.
That's all right. He's holding on to one wand, and the other one's behind him. How the world's going to be changing, and they're going to be looking out for the future. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. Flirt. Extend the light-hearted energy to others. Yes. They're going to be able to start looking at themselves, feeling
Oh,
themselves.
those are this one too. Yeah.
Yes.
Cool.
And feeling the energy of goodness, of grounding, of love as lightning bolts just shot through and flirt with each other. I just heard that there'll be more. When we were kids, there wasn't any internet or anything like that, no cell phones, nothing like that. We had the landline, and how now, from a couple more generations up, we have all of this. Well, in the next generation and the generation after that, they're going to have more high tech of everything.
Especially,
Everything. I just
yeah.
see all this stuff happening. Oh,
Mm.
they're going to love it. It's going to be wild. Self-indulgence. They're going to focus on themselves, self-worth, time to heal, shadow work, and self-appreciation. They're going to be able to work on themselves without feeling bad, without the concepts that we have of right now, how we think and feel about it. And a couple generations from now, they're going to be more in a healing mode. And then
Mm.
I just seen the ascension level, because I don't think we jump from 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 to 5. I think that there's all kinds of little steps in between, because that's how I see it. I just think that they're going to be up on a higher level to where there won't be as much negativity, and they're going to be able to see each other right there. With the high tech stuff, it's just going to be like different than what it is right here on the screen. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
And then the tower.
Oh,
There's going to be a big tower. There's going to be a big falling apart, so that way it could start falling together right where it's supposed to be. And steps. We were just talking about the steps.
mm.
Some of them's got to go. So
Definitely.
that way the future can be what they're wanting. More of what they're wanting. Show the world the real you. Heck yeah, man. Come on. They're
Mm.
going to be able to see each other with just like snapping their fingers, you know what I mean? And relate, unless they want to block each other for a time being, because there'll be like a message up, like this message board that is different. Some kind of different. It's different. But they'll be able to see that they're busy, they're working, they're taking a shit or whatever they want to put on there. You know what I mean?
Right.
That's what I see. Yes. And it'd be just like, and you're going to be able to, a couple generations from now, they're going to be able to be more, they're going to be able to be more focused. And so they're going to be able to, their telepathy, a lot of people's telepathy is going to open up. And I think you're going to be able to see that, because your children's about ready. You're going to be able to see that. The Two of Wands. Two of Wands came up again.
Oh, nice.
Yes.
Cool,
They're
cool.
they're going to be looking for the future, man, and they'll read about it later about what happened. The community, yes, the community is going to get together way easier than what we are even now. The internet that we have now, you know how they're went from 3G, 4G, 5G, whatever. It's going to be, they're going to be so enlightened. They're going to want the balance. I think, yeah, she said that too. I know she did. The balance through justice. Then there's a sunflower, giver of life, of nature too. They're going to be, they're going to, oh my God. Okay, I see Gaia, which is Mother Earth. I see her as our own body, where you get a cut and the white blood cells are rushing to it. You see it rushing to it, but she does it in a little bit waves. She's doing it in waves. She's trying to take the heat away. There's heat. There's a lot of heat that wants to come out. And then the earthquakes. She's trying to calm the earthquakes. She's trying to calm the earthquakes and take the heat down, because it'll go a whole stretch of it. Will go. She's got to put in the white blood cells. She's got to try and fix it. She's trying to heal her body. Oh my gosh. Woo. She's trying to heal her body. Okay. All right. Yeah, and then here comes another tower. So that's two towers, two wands falling apart over here and falling together over here. With families being able to pray if they want to. They're going to be able to say and do whatever they need to. They're going to learn about it in schools. They're taking away the schools. They're doing them wrong. The schools are going to be different too. Way different. Stuff's all different. Let go of control issues. Allow the situation to unfold naturally. So if we're pushing to get something done, or if we're pushing because we know something's right, or we think or feel something's right, if we push it, it's pushing against the waves. We need to go with it and allow it to come naturally, because nature is pure love.
Mm.
Then with unconditional love, self-love, oneness, passion, affection, attraction. It's all about love. All of it.
Big heart there. Interesting.
Trust. I just heard the word trust. If we don't have love, we can't have trust. There's no trust without love.
Mm.
They're
True.
inseparable.
Yeah.
They're the two of wands. I just seen the two of wands. They are trust and love is the two of wands. Unconditional love, passion. It'll all be different. It's shaping itself into something else. Climbing the step. The garden, absolutely. We're going to care about Mother Earth a little bit more. We're going to take care of her. People that they don't have clarity. They're going to have graveyards. They need the clarity, the balance. Mother Earth needs balance.
Yeah.
We need to help her so she can help us.
Mm-hmm.
She takes care of us with all of our needs.
Yeah.
And then we have a time for healing. Yes, absolutely. Mother Earth needs time for healing too. She's about to burst at the seams if she doesn't. We gotta love her. We gotta take care of her. Quit throwing crap. Just see monkeys throwing crap. Quit throwing crap.
Mm.
The high priestess. Yes. She needs help. She knows she needs help. She's going to do whatever she needs to create the balance. I know this is a long reading, but I got to do it. The Queen of Roses. Yes, the Queen of Love.
Queen of
Passion.
Roses.
The
Oh, they're really
desires.
strong there. Interesting.
They're going to be able to hold love in their hearts because there won't be as much of the negativity and bullshit. And then the parents will be able to raise their kids different. And those kids will be able to raise their kids different. I'm hearing nonsense. The nonsense will be balanced. Yes, the Ten of Wands. It's going to take work.
Mm.
It's going to take work on our part. So that way they can see the world in a different light. You deserve love. You are lovable. We are all lovable. And we're all capable of love. We all have dreams and desires.
Mm-hmm. Yeah,
The
exactly.
fulfillment of dreams and desires might be hard work, but it will be balanced.
Mm-hmm.
Mask, not showing true feelings, hide personality, pretend, delude, gaslighting. A lot of us is like this now in this generation because we don't want to show our true selves because we don't think people can handle
So
it.
you really gotta be authentic.
There's shame.
And like just revealing that mask, just really gotta be authentic, basically, huh? When it comes.
Yes, being their authentic self.
Hmm.
And once they get through healing, once they start feeling the love, they'll be able to do some shadow work. And so the next generations won't have to go through all that. The child. We could be like children and play all day. Be like children and play all day. She's going to have clarity. And she's going to know. And this one is going to be able to thank their parents, thank their mothers, thank their fathers. She'll be the one that writes the first story of true history. Tell it like it is. She could see both directions. And she could stay with rosy cheeks and be proud of herself. Emotions are running high. Yes, her emotions.
It looks like the moon.
Huh?
It looks like the moon, right?
Yeah, this is the moon card. I think it's the moonology if you want to be thrown. And then the Two of Swords. Yeah, both directions. She could see both directions. She could see backwards and forwards, side to side, up and down. She's got total clarity. She has total clarity. And look at her eyes. She can see both directions.
Right.
all the way. She could see, like she's got eyes behind her head. Mm. And then these, not all of this deck wanted all of the cards, but they did want some of them and some other cards.
Okay.
The Five of Swords. It may take just small battles here and there. And some friends won't want to be your friend anymore, and some will. Some will go and help others, but some will be in ego mode. When they're in ego mode, all they are is in self.
Right.
Release your ex. The time has come to clear your energy.
Mm.
Time has come to know who your real friends are, the trueness, the value of life, the grounding into Mother Earth, feeling the love, climbing the mountain. You could climb that mountain.
Mm.
Small one or a big one. There's clarity there. Be bold and make the first move. We got to do it. If we could let our ego go, keep ego for keeping us in check. But if we could allow it and accept everything as it comes, it'll be way easier than the woods. Be like the woods, calm, soothing, mysterious, and full of life.
Mm.
Full of life. Resilient. Stay as strong as an evergreen tree. Wow. Whoa, guys.
Resiliency, yeah. Speak.
Yeah. Wow, that was powerful.
Yeah,
That was
definitely.
powerful.
And thank you for sharing that question too, Cindy. And just like with Melinda's reading too, since she had a lot of cards and a lot to share, and hopefully, if anyone had like resonated with anyone who's watching it too, that when Melinda shared what I've shared too, you're always welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts too when it comes to what we share too, for Cindy's questions also. So yeah, definitely amazing too. I agree, agree.
Thank you
And I
so
agree,
much.
yeah, with Tiffany too, getting in groups like this too, working with others, it's a beautiful learning experience. I totally agree, Tiffany too. So agreed on that. Definitely, definitely. Hmm. And thank you for sharing your questions, Cindy, too, with this one, and also with the next question that we have too. And just like when it comes to, since we're talking about with relationships, and this probably falls under with medical too. So, but I just really want to share this too with you, JR. If you feel like you don't want to go to, like, if you want to change your therapist, there's like a cool resource called betterhelp.com. So it's like if you want to connect with a therapist that really feels right to you, or for anyone who's just wants that kind of professional perspective or help, there's like a good resource called betterhelp.com. It's a really cool website too if you guys want to check it out. And I'll just leave it at that too, just stay in my lane of expertise, because I'm not a therapist. I respect anyone who's actually in that kind of field. And it's nothing wrong talking to a person too when it comes to, if you when it comes to relationships or other things too. But to answer your question, JR, and especially for anyone too who has this kind of similar question, there's a cool resource called betterhelp.com if you guys ever want to check that out, if you want to connect with a therapist that's really feels right for you too when it comes to by yourself or with the family too, whatever that may be. And I'm just gonna leave it at that also. So JR, hopefully that answered your question also when it comes to that too. And you always have a choice too. So I'll just leave it at that and just going to continue to pray for you too. So definitely, that was powerful. And Tiffany says that was very nice. I love the Lunology deck, especially. Yeah, that's a really cool deck, Tiffany. Definitely, it's an awesome deck. awesome day. That's for sure. I've been studying therapy and it's like, oh yeah, those are really good things to study on too. I know a lot of people who are just in that kind of fields too. They're those awesome people ever too. So shout out to them who know me too, who are watching and subscribe to my channel also are in those kind of fields too. And much love to you guys. You guys are doing awesome work, especially for anyone too, for working with men, women, with families especially too. So Melinda, if you want to share anything else, or if you want to just wrap it up too, if you want to pull cards for people too, or you want to float your boat because it's an hour in too and all that. But right up floats your boat if you ever wanted to share one more thing or if you want to wrap it
I
up.
think that somebody has another question that they want answered.
Oh, I think I answered that with JR, but if anyone else wants a question also, feel free
I
to
don't
share.
know if that's what it feels like somebody has something they want to say, or they want a reading or something. Somebody has something.
Yeah, feel free to share in the chat.
That's what I'm feeling.
So I think I answered JR's question too, but if anyone else wants like a card also, you're more than welcome to post your question in the chat before we wrap it up. You want to
Do
draw?
you have something to do right this very second?
We'll say that again.
Do you have something to do right this very second?
Do I have a question?
No. Is there something going on that you need to take off right away? I
Oh
mean,
no, I was just
maybe
asking you.
somebody don't have a question.
Oh no, I
General
was
or
asking
whatever.
you.
Yes.
So I was just
Fifty,
asking you.
50.
Yeah, it's just in general if you have to go somewhere. I'm staying home today too, since it's gonna be raining for the next couple of days with the hurricane that's coming around, between Mexico and Southern California. So I'm just preparing for that. But other than that, I'm just chilling. And Tiffany wants a general reading too. So all right, we'll pull some cards for you, Tiffany. Yeah, definitely. Reshuffle my cards for this and see what we have for you. Go with the flow, like Bruce Lee says, like water. I feel like there's going to be a lot of, I don't know what's going to happen to the next few days in my area. I think it's going to be a blessing in disguise. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I really feel that with the rain that's coming. Since my area is really dry, close to the desert and all that. But I just really get a blessing in disguise kind of feeling. I don't know why. You know,
Yes.
sure, Teresa, we got you. Okay, JR. Yeah, I could do that. We'll pull some cards for that too. Okay. Sure, Oline. Cool. I got you. So after Tiffany, I got Teresa, JR, and Oline. So I got you guys starred. Yeah, I'm gonna pull cards.
Thank you, Jay.
Oh, you're
Makes
welcome.
sense.
Oh yeah, of course. Anytime. Oh, Tiffany. Oh, ooh, shit. So, thank you. Glad you like the shirt. It's an old favorite. So Marvel Comics, you can't beat that. So if you're a fan of Marvel Comics, that's cool. If not, that's cool too. But we all have our preferences. But I appreciate the compliment, Billy. Oh, that was fun. Okay. Yeah. All right, Tiffany. So it's just like I have three cards for you, and especially when it comes to with these messages, they're very powerful, and especially when it comes to what you want to experience too, like you were sharing in the chat earlier too. So if any of these messages resonate, you're always welcome to share what you feel and thought when it comes to with these messages. So, what the first message that I have for you, Tiffany, is all about listening. So, just really listening to yourself when it comes to, what you're feeling, what you're thinking, and especially when it comes to any kind of desires and goals that you have to, when it comes to with this first message. And know, like with listening, it's a really powerful skill to just not only to learn, but also to just really experience also. So, when it comes to listening, just really listening to yourself, listening to your body, your heart, your mind also, especially to every part of yourself too, when it comes to whatever desires and goals that you have. Also, when it comes to anything, it could be from relationships, it could be with spirituality, with your goals, wherever that may be too. When it comes to that, just really taking the time for yourself to just really listening to yourself and just really truly connect with that also, and also to really just unite also with that also. So when it comes to unity, it's all about just really uniting for a powerful cause. It could be when it comes to certain goals that you have also, when it comes to with your question too. Let me see if I could, there you go. So when it comes to with your question, Tiffany, it's just like not only to just really listening to yourself, but just really when it comes to every kind of goals and desires that you have, also just really uniting with that from within, especially with yourself when it comes to with this message. And whatever that may be too, when it comes to those desires or goals that you have to, just really uniting for a powerful cause. Even if you want to just do it with other people too, when it comes to with this badass imagery too, this one woman army with this army of these too. So it's kind of like, like a metaphor for just really uniting for a powerful cause. That's, with this badass warrior here too, kind of reminds me of Xena with red hair. It's just like uniting for a powerful cause and just really doing that from a healthy space. And wherever that may be too, when it comes to that, just really using your masculine energy to just really, keep doing anything that just really brings you joy. Also, when it comes to with this heart of ecstasy from Dionysus, I know, like he's the god of wine and pleasure and all that too. But when it comes to just like with your masculine energy, because we all have that our own feminine and masculine energies, it's just like for you specifically and stress and just for you to just really doing anything that just really brings you joy too, that really just makes you feel comfortable, that brings you joy. So whether that may be too, when it comes to just like with this message, just really taking action, just really doing anything that just really brings you pleasure and joy, from a healthy space also, even if it's just like in a form of dancing, it could be with reading, it could be wherever that may be too. So with these cards together for you, Tiffany, it's just like really, uniting, like just like when it comes to listening to yourself, where that could be your goals and desires that you have. Also, when it comes to this message, and just really uniting with that. Also, when it comes to those goals too, uniting for a powerful cause. If it's going to do it by yourself, with other people too, that's totally your choice. And just really doing that from within and just really using your masculine energy to just really doing anything that just really brings you joy too, especially with other people too, if you want to unite for a powerful cause. So whatever that may be too, when it comes to your desires and goals, just really bring some more fulfillment, some enjoyment, and some pleasure from that too, and just really go for it from there. And so those messages resonate with you, Tiffany. You're more than welcome to share your feelings and thoughts. And, with that too, if that resonates or not. Yeah, much love to you. And she says, I have a friend that told me to listen to. Oh, yeah, definitely. And just like, watching his signs is a really good way to listen to. So that's powerful. That's the first culprit of my last memory. Oh, powerful.
That was an awesome reading.
Oh, thank you. I'm just going with the flow. So, and
Mhm.
and he was a teacher too. That's badass. Yeah, cool stuff
Very
too.
nice.
Yeah, many blessings. Hope wherever that your goals are too. It just really brings some find some enjoyment to it too, wherever that may be, and just really watching for the signs too, especially the first message that you were sharing too. So that's powerful that you share that in the chat, and much love to you too, Tiffany. Saying that respectfully, of course. So here we want to go, Linda. You got the floor, and I'm just all listening.
Okay. The Four of Cups. With this one, I'm seeing you seeing the world, knowing your guides and angels are there, and anyone that's there helping you, you know that they're there. I see you waiting, your feet in the waters, whether that's supposed to be a horse or a donkey, I'm not for sure, but what I heard was thoughts, thoughts of a jackass is what I heard. And then I see the dog, which is your intuition, coming through grounding. That the dog, which is right here, is pointing and flowing with your intuition coming through grounding. You're holding your heart. You're wanting the cups to be filled. You want them to you want them to flow. But your guides and angels have you. And you need to learn to trust them, your thoughts, the energy, vibrations. Okay. You are good enough. Yes. Yes, you are good enough. What you're hearing and seeing and feeling. It's all the energies and vibrations. It's all there. You just had a full moon.
Mhm.
Mm. You got the flowers all around you. You have enlightenment.
Yeah, she was sharing that.
You
You
need,
know, yeah. I'm sorry, I didn't even interrupt you. I was just highlighting what
okay.
Tiffany's sharing with you, sharing with us.
Yes.
Mm.
Yes, accepting is hard, no matter what is the pain, the agony. But when we learn to accept it, like we was talking about in the beginning of the video, if whoever didn't see the beginning, there was some pretty powerful conversation where a lot of that, and this one's about inner wisdom, says yes, know what to do, trust your inner wisdom and take appropriate action without delay to learn to trust. This has the owl, which is all it's about wisdom.
Mm.
Just allow it to flow. And I got to go through these very quickly. The Five of Wands, you might be fighting within yourself about a certain something. The answers you need are coming. That was that Four of Cups. It's right there. They're trying to give it to you. You have been indoors too long. Go outside and get some fresh air. That grounding, your intuition, the knowing, the hearing. The Nine of Cups. The Nine of Cups for other people I know is whatever. But this, to me, in all reality, and it's what I'm hearing, is dysfunctional family. But what I know for me is that it seems like the people that came from a dysfunctional family hear and feel and see and know. To just learn to trust it because they could feel it, see it better because they went through so much. And communication is the key. So maybe whatever somebody told you, to listen to something. Your household situation is improving, either through a move or a healthy change in the occupants. So maybe something that's going on in your world is changing, and the dysfunctional feeling may go with the help of healing. Maybe talking to that friend or another friend or in the community. Check out your shadow work. Learn to trust what you're hearing and seeing. It's there. It's all there. It's what we get from it. How much we could pull in. Because remember, the more that we pull light in, the more the negativity and crap that's happened goes out. Okay? In with the good, out with the bad. I'll try and go faster.
Oh no, it's cool. Yeah, just go with the flow. It's all good. I'm glad it's healing for you, Tiffany. Awesome. So,
Much love, girl.
Cheers, Tiffany. Oh, you're gonna share one more card, or you sharing one more card, or are you done?
Oh no, I'm done.
Oh, I'm sorry. I was just waiting. My bad. So awesome. Hopefully those cards were very helpful for you, Tiffany, and much love to you. So I wasn't sure. I'm sorry. I thought I was being so quiet.
That's okay. I was watching as I was doing this. I was seeing Temperance up there walking along all the tops of the stuff. So Temperance was there,
Cool.
balancing.
Cool. So Teresa wants a message too. She just wants a card for today, which is cool. Okay. Cool. I'm glad it was helpful, Tiffany. Awesome. Much love. Yeah. So which deck I'm gonna use for you, Teresa? I'm gonna use this golden one for you. Feel like that. for Teresa. Oh, fire. So, Teresa, a card flew out for you, and this is from, when it comes to with protection. So this card just flew out of the blue, and it's just like when it comes to protection, you're really doing your best to just really protect your inner self also, just like when it comes to with protection, protecting from the, heavy energies from other people or what you're going through, which, and just like in general also, just really taking the time for yourself to just really, protecting yourself, especially when it comes to with your inner self also, when it comes to with this powerful message here. So if this message resonates with you, especially for you, Teresa, just really taking the time for yourself to just really finding ways to just really protecting yourself, protecting your energy, and especially when it comes to not only with your body, but also with your heart, with your mind also. If you're going through any kind of challenges, circumstances with other people, and it's just like in general also when it comes to with this message, and just really doing your best to protect yourself, even if you need to ask for some guidance, how to really just do that too. When it comes to with this beautiful message here with Isis, this Egyptian goddess here too. So if this message resonates with you, Teresa, also, and feel free to share your own feelings and thoughts, and much love to you too. So definitely, it hits home. Definitely. Yeah, okay. But it helps. I mean, especially when it comes to protection, just really finding ways to protect yourself. So many ways to just really doing your best to do that. And however it feels to you with your body, with your heart, with your mind, also, especially in your relationships with life, with other people, and in general, just really finding ways to protect yourself and just not being afraid to do that. And hello, Cheyenne. Good to see you. What's good? What's good? I'm good, doing good. Always good to see you. And hopefully you're doing well also and having an awesome weekend too, wherever you are. So, Belinda, if you want to share a
Oh,
card
she
that you
was here now.
oh,
Oh,
what'd you
heck
say?
yes. Oh, I'm sorry. I was just reading that, and that moon was in Virgo. So
Okay.
I was just reading. It's catching up, man. Yeah.
Okay. I'm just wondering if you have a card for Teresa, Lily.
Sure. Sure.
Cool. Yeah, okay, good.
You know I do.
Oh, you gave it up. What's your vote? Just go for it. You got the floor. I'm not gonna rush you.
What I see for you, honey,
Uh,
is Archangel Michael shining on you, leading you into a direction of sanity, is what I'm hearing.
hmm,
Leaving the dead behind of whatever dead is and accepting. Oh my God, there's so much love. There's so much love pouring into you. And I just seen a zipper unzip, not down there. It was up here in clarity. Awesome.
cool.
Yes.
It's
Then I got the palm tree, stability, security,
I love you guys' sense of humor,
permanent
chat. It's
growth, endurance, flexibility.
ooh, palm tree. Interesting.
Yeah. And grow. All flowers must grow through the dirt. All
Mm,
flowers must grow through the dirt. I just heard, I'm sorry, I will say a cuss word here. I hope it's all adults. I just heard, fuck the rest, you're going to be the best. That's what I heard.
Mm.
Uh,
You mentioned that fuck the rest is a good way to protect yourself too. It's like, you know what? I don't want to hear that shit. Just back up off.
yeah,
It's a good way to protecting your energy too, Teresa. If you want to just, when it comes to with this message, that's why I got protection. It flew out for you too. So, fuck the rest, and just like, pushing out the old to make room for the new. So it's kind of like a way for you to protect yourself also. As you said,
that's beautiful.
Okay, you
Yeah.
always call poetry. Okay, cool, cool. That's awesome.
Then I got the master artisan. I'm hearing the word alchemist to look up. Yeah, and these are windows open. Then I just seen the zipper undo again. You got a lot of stuff flowing to you, girl.
Mm, artiste. Interesting.
I
That
have
guy
no
looks like he's wearing
idea.
a James Bond suit in the white, kind of suit coat. That's looks like a James Bond suit. Looks really cool. Just needs that golden gun or something. That's cool. That's what I mentioned. It looks like a
As the
James.
car flips and the door opens up, pow, 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 pow. It goes back around so that way.
Yeah, but that card looks like James Bond on there. I'm not sure which one it is. It's probably from the ones from the 70s or something. That's probably way before my time, but it's that suit. It looks really cool.
Funny
This,
how you mentioned James Bond.
yeah, it's
Because
because of that
this
suit.
is, oh, I'm so sorry.
Oh, it's okay. No, I didn't mean to interrupt you. It was just the suit. It just reminds me of James Bond. That's like a lot. It's like, oh shit, that's cool.
Yeah. And we were just talking about the
Zip.
suit and the bang, 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 bang. This says stabbed in the back, heartbreak, pain, separation, deception, shocking attack,
Mm.
acceptance, feel the love. And then I'm seeing you deflect it like James Bond deflecting that knife
Mm.
because it won't feel like a jab in the heart through acceptance. Yeah, I love that card,
Mm.
Isis.
Oh yeah, protection. So it's kind of like just protecting yourself, like you were mentioning too, with the message that you're sharing, the previous messages. So definitely protection. Always protecting yourself. Powerful.
And forgiveness. A crushed flower still gives off a sweet scent. So through whatever it is that you're going through, it's going to feel and smell so sweet. All the aromas are flowing, vibrations, all flowing. Okay, I'll go quick. Clearing the way. Heck yeah, man. That's what we just talking about.
Yeah.
Clear the way, deflect that stuff.
Protect.
Like James Bond.
Yeah, protect yourself. So definitely. Mm.
Yeah. And then if you drink coffee or tea or whatever, grab you a cup. Meeting and converting, savoring the moment, feeling uplifted with friendship. And then I just heard back. That's what I heard. I'm crazy. And
Sound like
beauty.
Batman.
I love my kind of crazy though. I understand this kind of crazy. I know I've learned to live with this all my life, right? Some other kind of crazy is deflect that shit. Then I
Right.
got beauty. Dare to be the tender and strongly valuable. Dare to be yourself. Forgive yourself. Accept all those beautiful gifts. and then relax with a cup of coffee or a little gin and juice.
Juice. A drink.
I think that's how you got your 1, 2, 3 or 2, 1, 3.
What?
All about Snoop Dogg Dogg, right?
That's part of it, yeah. Mm,
Yeah.
oh my goodness. Yep. That's part of it. Um,
Mhm.
that's good. Jake, you guys' sense of humor is amazing. So you guys are funny. I'm just reading the chat and learning guided meditations. That's cool, Tiffany. Guided meditations are awesome. So that.
Yes, I love Steve Noble. Man, he has thousands of different. I've been listening to him for like 3 years now, maybe 4. He's just amazing. I think it's my opinion. Hmm.
Oh, that's cool. You're more than welcome to share your opinions. So does anyone in the chat too, and myself included. So it's an open discussion. So you can have conversations. We can share without having to put each other down. That's all it. So,
I have a few of them on my channel, and I know you have a bunch on yours.
oh yeah, I do like guided meditations. Just like if you want to set an intention to let go and to just ground too. So if you guys ever want to check out those guided meditations too, you're always welcome to listen to them. I have a playlist, added like some kind of beach music and sound bowls too, so to help you to ground and to really just help you to just really, set an intention and to let go and to just really, right, that helps you to take you on that journey too. So, if you want to share that too, or if you guys ever want to post any kind of, people who are just really good at guided meditations too, you're always welcome to share that too in the chat or in the comment section too. So it's really cool. So
Hmm.
Steve Noble, that's a cool name, powerful name too,
Yeah.
definitely. So yes, indeed. So you got yeah, anything more to share for? I think it was Teresa already. You're done.
Oh, yeah, that's it.
Oh, okay. I was just asking, so I
I
wasn't
gotta
sure
pull a middle card.
for.
Yeah, not taking no shit from nobody up on you're on the higher ground, man. You got it going on. Don't go for the puppet masters. That's what I just heard. Don't go for the puppet masters.
Hmm. That's deep.
Or if you want to go for it, maybe you need to go through that. I don't mean to tell you what to do. Sorry about that.
Oh yeah, yeah. It's all good. You
I
just
didn't mean nothing wrong. No harm.
right, right. It's all good. So yeah, hopefully that was helpful for you, Teresa, too, and much love to you as well. So just really protecting yourself and not taking you kind of crap too. Like so, that's a good one. I felt that too. So it's like, huh. And sharing the, you know, message just came through. So Jay,
Oh,
when it comes to with your question, we'll just pull some cards for you too. Just when it comes to your healing messages, that could really help. But if you just pull like if you want to pull some cards for Jay, um, Melinda, if you want to, that's totally cool as well. And just like when it comes to her, when it comes to healing, I know like when it
yes.
comes to our own healing journey, it's totally up to us. But what's a cool way to just help people along the way is just sharing messages too. So wherever that floats your boat, Melinda. I'm just gonna pull 3 cards for you too, JR, if that's cool with you. And I think the next person that we have is Oline. So if you're still here, I still have your question, and you're next after JR.
And yes, Tiffany. That's how you spell it.
All right, cool. I don't want to butcher no one's name, so forgive me for that if I do. Sorry, it's not my fault. So, okay, JR. Hmm. Sensing some stuff here, like Spider Man. I always get this spider sense too. Oh man, I should change my name to Spider Man. That'll be cool. Mm. Anyways, let's see what message I have for JR. Hey, Viviani, good to see you. What's good? What's good? Viviani, Vivian, good to see you. What's good? What's good? Thank you for being here as well. Much love. Hopefully, you are doing good, staying safe, enjoying your weekend, all that good stuff. And much love to you. Mm. Oh, wow. Mm. 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 Interesting. So, JR, I have three cards for you too. And just like when it comes to with your question also, and if any of these messages resonate with you too, you're more than welcome to share your own feelings and thoughts about what I'm sharing too for your question as well. And just like, just getting the feel of it too when it comes to, for you, especially when it comes to your question as well. The first message that I have too is all about healing. Let's see if I could put the question out. So when it comes to healing too, when it comes to with this message, it's just like for you also, it's just really taking the time for yourself to just really heal from anything that you went been through too. So when it comes to that healing journey, also just really doing excuse me, just really doing your best to just really heal like any kind of wounds that you experience, and just like when it comes to in general also just really being open to just really healing in general, just like with your heart mind also just really taking the time for yourself to just really heal too, and just really healing from anything that you experience to from the past, etc., to in your own to saying that respectfully, and just always staying committed to that also too, those goals to when it comes to your healing journey, and especially when it comes to commitment also, just really doing your best to really stay committed to that healing journey to what you want to heal from. So whether that be too, when it comes to with your question, just really not only to just really heal from anything that you experience, and just really stay committed to that also too when it comes to those goals. So when it comes to that commitment, just really staying committed to that journey that you want to heal from also, especially to anything that you experienced from the past, past challenges, whatever that may be, just really staying committed to that goal and just really doing that from within too when it comes to with this message. And like with life also, because it's so chaotic and it's so powerful too, just like when it comes to that also, just really doing your best to just really, just really enduring the chaos too. I know like with this message too, it's really fiery and it's really, powerful. But when it comes to with this message of chaos, it's just like when it comes to that too, because life happens in so many ways too. When it comes to that kind of like chaos, because things happen in life, from certain challenges or circumstances, whatever that may be, and it's really doing your best to just really, living to see another day to just really basically survive and really asking for that guidance to just really, living to see another day too when it comes to just with this message or just like saying that too, just really, surviving, just really doing your best to just, survive another day basically when it comes to with this message. Because, when it comes to chaos, things happen all the time too, but when it comes to how we can really just deal with that and just really surviving, another day too, when it comes to with this message, just really doing your best to use your own masculine energy, just really doing that from within too. So wherever that that you're going through, JR, just really, doing your best to just, heal from that also when it comes to with the first message. And just like, when you're healing, also just really stay committed to that also too, whatever that may be when it comes to with those goals that you have also with that commitment. And just really, doing your best to just really, surviving another day and just really, doing your best to just being stable and grounded, especially during the chaos too, when it comes to with this message. Because, things happen all the time too, when it comes to life and in general also, just really, doing your best to just really, enduring the chaos and just really living to see another day too in your own way when it comes to this message. So if that resonates with you too, JR, also when it comes to your question, and much love. And when Melinda comes back, I'll let her share her messages too. And much love to you, JR. And so hopefully that helps too. And again, too, like your question earlier too, feel free to check out betterhelp.com if you just want to look for like a therapist that really feels right for you too. And just like when it comes to that resource too. So hopefully that helps too, with the reading and what I've shared to you earlier with your question. So wait for Melinda to come back and just really taking care of my throat too. I think I ate too much spice last night. So cheers to you guys. Ooh. Oh, you're welcome, JR. Much love. Anytime.
I'm back.
No, that's okay. Welcome back. I was just sharing my reading here. So wherever you want to go, you got the floor.
I was listening to you though. I could hear you. I was back there. I don't know where the buttons are on this. On this
Uh,
one. I guess got to push some other buttons or whatever.
oh,
Put
what
it
the
on, whatever. Figured I'd just let you see the background.
gotcha. And to answer your question, JR, I mean, because with the hurricane that's coming in Sunday, it's gonna really hit the beach cities when it comes to during Mexico and the beach cities in California too. So I have a lot of stuff I'm prepared for if I need to just like water and snacks too. So I'm prepared if it happens as well. And thank you for asking that also too. I know that people in Southern California are preparing too. So it's just like thank you for mentioning that too. And much love to you, JR. And to anyone in California also too. Praying for you guys as well. And especially, vice versa too. So all right, go ahead, Melinda, if you want to share.
Okay, yeah, I was just reading that. KJR, um, there was a, I'm just going to start reading these cards. The Muse. I'm seeing circling around this parts of Hmm. Retreat. It's time to disconnect from the world. Sometimes when we feel certain vibrations that is all around us, everything's got a vibration, you know, and certain vibrations may not be good for you right now because what I seen and then the blue healer, he started digging over there, you know, and then all of a sudden through that digging and digging up, he really wasn't digging up on anything. He was scratching on the carpet, just clawing away, man. And I just let him do it. And then all of a sudden I seen these things and I shoveled them out. And it was like a DNC of your mind. And that you're starting and getting through and cleaning out the baggage that's been carried so long that every thought, whether you're realizing it or not, it's not your destiny unless you choose it to be. Or you could take a cleansing, clearing away of all that and just having a memory, because the memory is what we really have. But if we allow it to stay, now that you have been cleaned out, and then the wound won't heal, it'll get pussy. Or it could heal and have a scab, and you'll know that the scab's there, and it'll turn into a scar. Picking the scab will leave a bigger scar. Allow the memory, but the pain of it, of going through it and not around it, it was already there. So the pain of feeling that is only up here, and it allows the body to refeel. So if we allow this DNC of the mind, and then the healing process will begin. I don't even know what I was doing. Oh. Communication is the key. And that's what you did right here. You communicated it. And that was the key. You unlocked the door. And the sun, the bright, beautiful, brilliant light of the sun, allow the light to grow new. Block out distractions, because you don't need the distractions right now. Focus on yourself. Your life purpose and other priorities need your undivided attention. So it's time for you to take charge of your schedule and working environment by turning off electronics and avoiding anyone or anything that distracts you from what's important. You already know what these distractions are, and you have the power to responsibly block them. Your angels and guides have you. Allow the healing, honey. Allow the sun, the pain of it. Allow it to leave you with only the distant memory. The willow. You don't have to be sad, honey. But being sad is part of the process. You don't have to pull off one of the branches and beat yourself with it, because it'll leave more scars. Allow. Express your love. Go ahead and make whatever gestures you need. Allow true love, real love, the energy of love. Emotions are running high, and that's okay. Allow your emotions to just do whatever they need to do. It's part of the healing process. Bears hibernate. And you already know what I was going to say. Be one with yourself. The fairies join you in celebrating the bliss. Balance. You could take that willow and beat yourself and pass horrible judgment on yourself. Beat yourself up. Or not. You've already went through the thing. Why keep beating yourself? You know what it does. You know what it did. Allow the scab. Maintain balance. Trust. This situation is calling for you to have faith. All your guides and angels. You have a new guide right now. They stepped in a few minutes ago, moments, they said. They just stepped in here to help you. It's a healing guide. And they'll stay with you for as long as you want them to. You can talk to them. Listen, believe, and trust. Nothing will come of this situation. Nothing will come of it. Everybody here, nobody's going to say anything. If you want to talk to them, you can. If you want to reach out for an ear or a hug. Wow. Wow, man, that guide is powerful, buddy. That is very powerful. Yeah, he's holding the cheese for you right now. He said he's not a he. He said he, she. He said, get it right. I'm balanced. I'm neither either. Ah, neither either. Neither either. I don't know if that's his name, her name, his, her, he.
Gender neutral.
Neither either. Yeah. Bright future. Hell to the yeah. Stop worrying. Everything is going to be fine. They got you, honey. We got you. We got you. You got you. But you're on a parachute. In the parachute. Everybody's around the parachute. And they got you. And you're going to land softly. Tuck and roll. Tuck and roll. In crescent moon. You're working on the beauty, all your inner beauty that you have. You have so much love and inner beauty. It's wild. They're working on you, helping you, shaping you. This could be the one. You've already just met a guide, whether if you knew it or not, or maybe you did, maybe you felt it. But he'll be your partner for a while.
Gender neutral. That's cool.
In your past life, you're healing your past life relationships as well. The one before this one. You're going to heal them. You won't have to go through it next time. You're going to be the helper, the healer. You're going to be a shovel for somebody. And you've known them. You've known the people in your past life. You needed a lesson, wanted a lesson. You're doing good. The energy is gaining momentum. Absolutely. Absolutely. You're on your way, girl. Lilies. Pure love. Pure love. You're going to be able to experience pure love. Be able to experience pure love. Real love. Prosperity. The universe is pouring its abundance out to you, being open to receive. Receive it, feel it, know it. Real true love is coming to you through a healing. After your healing, you're going to find somebody, and there's another, you're going to find a true love. Going to be there with you, so you can feel the embrace of love. That's what I have for you.
Mm. Agreed. And it's good to see you too. So I agree with that. Definitely. Thank you also for your services too, man. So thank you for that. Anything else you want to share, Melinda?
No, I just feel so much love, overpowering love and healing.
She says she felt.
DNC of the mind. They're showing me that again. I needed to repeat it for some reason. I've
Okay.
never heard of that before. I've heard of DNC, but I've never heard one of the mind. But that just makes total sense to me. That was awesome.
Oh, definitely. Yeah, much love, JR. Yes, indeed. So we have.
Hello, Dean.
Oh, she says, "What did you say, Melinda?" She just wants to repeat what you said. If you don't mind answering again.
When? I have no idea.
No.
DNC of the brain. I've never heard of a DNC of the brain, but that makes total sense to me. That was amazing. I remember that the energy. Oh my God, there was so much healing. It was very powerful.
Yeah, that's sort of the first card I had for JR too. So, yeah, like you mentioned that as well, how she wants to heal. So hopefully that was helpful too, JR. If you ever want to watch the replay too, if you missed what Melinda was sharing too, it's pretty powerful. But yeah, so hopefully that was helpful for you too, JR, especially too with your question as well. Yeah, much love to you.
Mind thing. I don't know, honey. You may have to rewatch it and turn up the volume or something, because I have no idea what I was saying honestly, except for that DNC. Man, I felt a powerful healing. It was a very powerful healing. And then you have a new guy. He just showed himself to me. She. He's not either either. Yeah, either.
Definitely. Gender neutral.
Love you, girl.
It's powerful. So much love, JR. Hopefully it was helpful with your question that we shared for your question too. So if you're willing to do one more, Linda.
Absolutely.
We have one from Oline and she wants a card for today too. So Oline, we're gonna pull a card for you too. Love you too, JR. Much love.
Yes. You're going to find and feel and know true love.
Mm-hmm.
Not somebody that will hurt you. Yes. Okay, Colleen. Mm-hmm.
Hey, Maxie. Good to see you, my friend. Hopefully you're doing well and staying safe with you and your family and all that too. And just definitely staying safe, but hopefully you guys are doing good. It's always good to see you too. So let me look card for you. Ooh. Hmm. Interesting. Most interesting. So, Oline, have a powerful message for you when it comes to with the card for you today too. So, it's just like when it comes to with your message for today is all about temptations. So, when it comes to temptations, and there's nothing wrong with that too. We all have the desires and goals when it comes to anything that we want to pursue or experience. So when it comes to those temptations too, especially with this wicked, part too that you see too, just really, when it comes to with this message for you today, just really recognizing those temptations that you have also when it comes to with those desires and goals, even if it's the most difficult ones or the most simple ones too, just really taking the time for yourself to just really recognizing those desires that you have to, especially when it comes to those goals that you want to set for yourself and especially when it comes to with temptations and desires too when it comes to with this message even if it's the most simplest one also if you're just craving like for a snack or if you want to just experience something too wherever that may be just really recognizing that from within too when it comes to those
Oh,
temptations.
I'm so sorry, Jay, but all I see when you said that was whipping cream with a cherry on top.
There
And
you
it
go.
all went on some nuts. So,
Like a
sorry.
snack, I mean, like with ice cream too. So hey, that's like a temptation there too, because we have those desires. So hey, if you're craving for that ice cream, wherever that may be, even if it's the simplest one, just really recognizing that from a healthy space too. And just, even if it's the most simplest ones also, just, basically what this message for you, Oline, is just really recognizing that too from a healthy space. And just like whatever kind of goals that you have also too, if you want to fulfill them, that's totally your choice. But just really recognizing that temptation, that desire basically too. So hopefully that helps you, Oline. And many blessings. So wherever you want to go, Linda, you got the floor.
Okay, here, here.
You haven't had dessert? Oh, yeah, I feel that. I feel that. So if you ever want to have those desires for dessert, I mean, hey, I mean, just if you want to just have those kind of cravings for dessert, I say go for it. Just treat yourself if you desire to do that. To do that, So like, Melinda saying too, with whipped cream, the cherry on top, ice cream or dessert, just really, you have that kind of desire too, and you're tempted to just really, do that from a healthy space, just recognizing that from within and to see where it leads to, So maybe whipped cream. Hey, there you go.
Oh,
Ooh.
man. Wait a second. Should I share that what just popped in my head?
Yeah, if you want to, I mean, yeah, we're gonna float your boat. If
Is
you
it
want to,
okay, Odin?
if that's cool with Oline, you know.
Is it okay, Odin? Yes or no? Okay. As you guys was talking and the words was coming out and all that,
She said yes. She said sure.
I seen like a bite of ice cream in your mouth, but then not, or an ice chip, put an ice chip in your mouth, and then I didn't see you. I felt it through to somebody else, okay, because I didn't want to see you guys. But I seen myself with an ice chip in somebody else. And that ice chip having it in my mouth, man, all the sexual feelings that what you could do
Hmm.
with, like, as you're on a chest, but that ice cube and driplets of cool going dripping down onto the nipple as you're doing whatever. I'm not going to say all that. And then in other areas, the kissing and stuff.
Don't give me ideas.
But anyway, I'm going to stop it right there because, wow. Woo, that was strong.
That's funny. She says,
The Buddha prepares. Ah, yeah, buddy.
that's funny.
Strength. You're going to need your strength, girl. So is he. Yeah. That figure eight just keeps going around and around and around. And I'm hearing the word multiples. Finances and career came up. Financial issues are a factor in your love life right now. Not to worry about them. And maybe somebody else does. Maybe you do. But not to worry on it. Man, that light is really throwing a glare. Money's not the issue. Don't worry about it. Twin flames. What the heck, girl? Twin flames, yin yang, zen, balance, union, duality, coupling, completement, each other. Twin flame. Huh.
Oh shit. That's a shit.
The chess game. That's what I was just talking about with the ice cube.
Sounds like a
Ice
fun
cube's
thing.
less mess than the bite of ice cream. But it's up to you
Yeehaw.
and up to him because you're gonna want to feel that too. I gotta play with the chess game. The Five of Wands. Nobody's really getting beat up, man. He's just doing that wand around. Take it here, take it there.
That's funny.
Throwing in your soulmate. Yes, man. Your prayers, affirmations, and visualizations help bring you together. Not to worry about anything else.
Nice.
The sword of in rose. Clarity, truth, revelations, solidarity, force, honor, protection, and power. Man, it's your soulmate. Setting your course. Setting your course and allow it to flow. Allowing it to happen freely. Man, you got that in you. Okay, the Five Swords. When you have to let the past go and become friends. Friends first. Friends first. Friends with benefits. Okay. There's mental from past loved ones. Light and love. Loving. It's all right. It's all about love, feelings, learning, crying, proud of yourself. Good woman, good man. It's going to need some time. Karmic relationship, leading triggers, turmoil, resentment, lessons, letting go, and loving you, letting go of the old.
Oh, welcome back. Did we lose you, Melinda? Uh-oh. Hope it's not me.
That's what I have for you, my friend. Yeah. Don't allow yourself to feel like you're in prison. You're not in prison. And it was just there was just a rush of gods and angels and all, whatever they were. Mary visits. Allow them to hug you. Love of your higher power. As you unlock yourself. Allow him to unlock himself. Okay, baby. Wait a minute. Okay. 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 That's what I have.
Definitely. Awesome. It's very powerful.
I love you too, Aline.
Yeah, much love, Oline. Yeah, hopefully the questions that we shared for you, glad they were very helpful for you too. So much love, Oline. And
Thanks for bringing up that ice cream, Jay. Boy, that gave me a visual and a half.
oh, you're welcome.
If I think about that one later, man, I think I might just, never mind.
Get some dessert. And there's another question I can answer too. This like we answer real quick before we wrap it up. It's just like with Green, and she said, "Should I step out of faith and get into mediumship?" And just like to answer your question, Green, and this is your choice too. So if you do want to get into mediumship, you're always welcome to do that because we have free will.
Absolutely.
So it's kind of like if you want to just go to a different route in your spiritual journey, just really go into mediumship too, and just like when it comes to with that too, just like everyone explore that too. If you want to use oracle tarot cards, or if you just want to learn more about mediumship too, there's so many resources too. Like if you want to check out Melinda's channel, my channel, and so many other channels too, you're always welcome to do that as well. So if hopefully that answered your question too, Green, if you're still here. And when it comes to that, and yeah, especially if you want to just go down a different path when it comes to your spiritual journey too, just really going for it too when the time is right. And we don't have to, it's your own journey too, so that's totally your choice. And just really doing that also, if you feel like you want to do mediumship, just really go for it. So I'll just leave it at that, and hopefully that helps too. And he says, "Thank you. Didn't know if these confirmations are in my head or." Oh, you're welcome. I'm just really being honest too. Just when you posted your question, that's just what came up, and just in general too. Just going with the flow too when it comes to just like I say, it's spirit or in general too. So it's like free will too, because we all have a choice. So if you want to get into mediumship too, you're always welcome to try it out. Just really having fun exploring, learning more about mediumship, videos and all kind of stuff too. There's so many resources, especially on YouTube as well too. So definitely, if you want to go for it with mediumship, there's so many a lot of channels too. My channel, Melinda's, and so many others too. If you want to check them out also, and so much other stuff too on YouTube. If you want to just explore that, do some research, practice that in your own way too. So definitely, so hopefully that helps, Bree, and many blessings. Oh, so
Hey, I need to say something, please. To
oh yeah,
you.
go ahead. It's your show. Yeah, go ahead.
You- no, it's not.
Oh no, I'm
What
just.
do you? Um, the choice is yours. The choice is yours.
Mhm.
There's people in our community that offers classes. Um, I know about 3 years ago I had taken a class and really, I mean, it was good. I'm not going to badmouth no class, but if if your funds need to go elsewhere, there's other people that you could ask. Hey, you want to, or do you know of anybody that is willing to practice? Because it really confirms if you can do this. If you're having the feelings of mediumship, I would I would strongly suggest doing me uh the tag on it, man. I can see it right there. The whole guided meditations, yes. And we were talking about um, Jay has some on his channel. I only have a few on mine. Steve Noble, he's got thousands of them. And Jay, he probably has about 500 of them.
I don't
The
know about that.
guided
That was
meditations.
you.
Yeah, but
Yeah, this is you.
I'm seeing that the more energy that you consume of feeling the energy of beyond the veil and knowing that what you see is real, what you hear is real, and you'll be able to tell the difference between your thoughts and someone else's that wants or needs to hear. You'll be able to separate them. You'll need maybe learn to trust. But if you start out really getting with that energy of the meditation, and myself meditating, a lot of times I can meditate in silence or while I'm doing work. But to sit down or lay down and feel the energy without putting my energy towards something else, feeling that energy, you're going to be able to heal a lot of people, help a lot of people, communication. But practice. After you get to that point where, you know, and find some people that will practice with you know, or, you know, if you have the funds to take a class and then take a class, and then they provide people that will you do it for each other in the class. They put you in a room with somebody and then with somebody else and with somebody else. And then you all discuss and talk about in between. And and it's a good thing. But if funds are tight, there's people that's willing to um, put it out there. If if you're on Facebook with a bunch of people that comes in here in the chats and stuff, hurricane
Mm.
is the hurricane on you, Jay?
Well, I hear a lot of news about it, and it's just like it's happening between like part of Mexico and just like the beach cities in California. It's like way down like in San Diego and Carlsbad, the beach cities. But it's like because I'm in Menifee and I'm like hours away from that place too. So it's like right now it's very cloudy and a little bit windy too. So I'm okay for now too because I do have sandbags and food if I need to just prepare for myself. But it's kind of like so far it's just been like a very cloudy and windy day, and usually it's normal here too because I see that every year. You know, storms come by here and go in my area, but I know it's different in some other places. So I'm just praying for anyone who's really safe out there too, especially in the beach cities in California too, like in certain parts of LA and especially around Mexico too, because I know people who are from there. So I'm just really praying for the people, especially the peeps, my peeps too in California and in Mexico too, around that area. So yeah, so yeah, I'm a decent distance away from the ocean too. It's like my friends were saying too with the beach cities. So it's kind of like if anyone's going on a beach trip, I just advise not to go because it's going to be like a hurricane coming too. So, but after that, it's going to probably just not last that long too. So I have a feeling it's going to be like a blessing in disguise with all that water that's just going to come in Southern California because it's been so dry here lately. It's where in my area it's kind of like the desert, so it's like water here too is like a blessing. Especially for the mountains, for the plants and all that too. But I just pray that for anyone who's in those areas too that are safe and well, they have everything that they need to with food and water, especially, and power backup powers too, generators, we want to call it. And yeah, so thank you for sharing that too, for just bringing awareness to that too, Oline, and
That's
especially
awesome, Jay.
yeah, yeah. So I've been thinking about that. My friends keep me updated with it too. I know my friend Maxie's in my area too, so I know she's safe and well also as well. So thank you guys for your concerns, especially for anyone who's in those areas too in Southern California.
Mother Earth healing herself.
Yep, she's cleansing.
It's a
She's
part of
like,
Mother Earth healing herself.
yep, definitely.
Yes. You're right, Tiffany. Thank you. Thank
Yeah,
you for
so
everybody
healing
watching.
starts first. Yeah, yeah, green. So wherever that you want to do, like Melinda was
Can
saying.
we do a group hug?
Oh hell yeah, sure.
Okay, call it group hug.
Group hugs and this motherfucker. Let's go.
Group hug, everybody. It's all linked up.
Right here, right here.
You want to feel the love.
Ugh. Looks like I'm like a snake. I'm wrapping myself up. So,
Mm-mm-mm.
yeah, let's do this.
I love you guys.
Love you too. So this is a good
You
way
guys
to end
are
it.
part of my extended family,
So
whether
try.
you like it or not.
It's all good.
I love you guys so much.
Love you guys too. So thank you, Melinda, and to all you guys who just jumped in, say hi, show support too when it comes to with this live stream as well. And of course, also since I'm always make these live streams more fun and interactive, also if you ever want to support not only with this channel also and for the lovely person here too, Melinda, just always feel free to smash that like button. That really supports my channel and hers and all that too, all the hugs and all that as well. And just like any kind of support too, if you want to just share those kind of because that does really warm feelings too, smashing the like button, sharing this live stream with your friends if you choose to do so. And if you want to, if you want to check out Melinda's channel also, it's pinned in the chat.
Yeah, come on over.
Yeah, so she's got a lot of cool stuff too. And if you guys, want to find that her channel too, for those who are watching a replay too, it's linked in the description below.
Thanks, JR.
Oh, yeah, cool stuff, cool stuff. So yes, thanks, Jared. Cool stuff. Subscribe to Melinda, this awesome person right here too. So if you want to check her out, you want to help her grow her channel too, that's totally cool. And of course, also too, if you guys ever want to reach out to me on social media, if you want to send me an email or a question, if you want to collab too, just feel free to check out my Linktree. If you want to check out my gaming channel, if you love gaming too, when it comes to, if you love to interact talking about gaming, or if you want to be part of it too, when it comes to the games that you go forward. And if you want to be part of it too, if you have the same game also, that's totally cool if you choose to do so. Or if you guys ever want to subscribe to this channel too, when it comes to self-care and wellness also too. That is totally cool. Also, if you want to check out my Discord page, my Wayshowrz Community website, place for you guys to share, ideas and connect with people when it comes to self-care and wellness. So, that's all good too. If you ever want to check out the links too, like with betterhelp.com, if you ever need help just connecting with a therapist, just when it comes to that professional perspective, and so many other links too when it comes to building a YouTube channel, when it comes to with wellness too, with essential oils as well, and so much more too. Feel free to check out my links too, what I'm all about too, if you choose to do so. And if you want to share anything that you're gonna do next, weekend, if you have any shows coming up, Linda, or videos, or if you just want to share that too before we wrap it up, you're what I'm going to share. So,
Okay, thank you. Um, for anybody that's checked out my site at all, there is stuff about, the natures for grounding. I don't say it's for grounding every time, but that's what I do it for. And there's just a bunch of different stuff. I love finding rocks and fossils and all kinds of cool stuff. But I'm going to be on with, oh, yeah, wait. My email is on the front page. So if anybody ever wants to get in contact, with me, like with Jay, he has his, and I have mine. It's up on the front of the page. And I'll be on with Kindness and Light next week, I think. It is coming week.
oh, nice.
And then also with with somebody else. Oh
Okay.
my goodness. It's Sylvia, and um, I can't think of the name of the channel. I'm sorry, honey. My mind is still.
I understand. That's all good. Yeah, so if you guys ever want to check out Melinda, what she's
Okay, wait a second. I gotta say this really fast. I got like 5% on the thing, and it's gonna go away, and I'm gonna sit sideways probably. No, I won't because I have it up and down, so I won't. But
okay.
I gotta say goodbye right now, or see you later, or it's just goodbye for now because my phone. But I'll stay until it goes.
Okay. So,
Love you
if you
guys.
cool.
Okay, I'll listen until it goes.
Okay, so if you guys ever want to just see more live streams like this too, because I'm going to invite other people too in the next upcoming weeks as well. And of course, if you want to see more monthly shows too, when it comes to the shows I do too, when it comes to self care and wellness, relationships, and just when it comes to those topics, also feel free to subscribe to my channel also. And thank you guys for coming on too, and I'm looking forward to connect with you guys again. So much love. Take care of yourselves. Stay safe out there for those who are in Southern California, especially for anyone who's dealing with the summer heat in your guys' area. Stay safe, stay cool, stay hydrated. All that stuff too.
My grandson's calling me. I gotta go. This was turned
Okay,
off.
it's all good. It's all good. So much love,
Hi,
Melinda.
baby.
We're at the park,
You at the park? Oh, I gotta turn off my phone, guys.
and
Wait
there's
a second, honey. I'm gotta turn off this live thing because Grandma's phone's about to die anyway. But we're on the tablet.
So, without further ado, too, so that was Melinda. Also, she got to take care of her grandbabies too. So, if you guys ever want to check out her channel, if you want to check her out too, her links in the top of the live stream too, and the link in the description below if you guys ever want to check her out. And I'm looking forward to connect with you guys again too, with different guests and monthly live streams and daily content too for your self-care and wellness needs too. And again too, if you guys ever want to reach out to me, my email's on my YouTube page. But if you guys want to send me questions, if you guys want to collaborate too, just like online, or if you guys are a content creator, or if you guys want to just, like have any kind of links to improve your YouTube channel, or if you guys want to just when it comes to your self-care and wellness needs, feel free to check out the links below too if when it comes to with those resources. And I'm looking forward to connect with you guys again too. So I believe Ron is probably coming going live in the next couple of hours. So 5:30 in my time, so it'll be 8:30 p.m. Eastern, I believe. So if I've gotten that time correct too. So with that being said, too, thank you guys for being here, and you guys take care of yourselves and much love, and maybe continue to just practice self care in our own way too. That could benefit ourselves, our loved ones, and our whole environment too. When it comes to our beautiful planet, our communities, and so much more too, with everything that's connected to it. So yes, thank you, JR, for being here. Tiffany, Green, Melinda, Oline, Maxie, Teresa. I think I said her name too. So all you guys in the chat too, especially for anyone who's watching the replay too. So, it's just I'll be there hopefully if I'm notified at night. Oh yeah, for sure, definitely. So I'll keep you guys updated too if there's another show too, if I bring another guest on too. So I'm gonna keep you guys surprised, and when it comes to the guests I'm gonna invite too, because I'm getting used to being an awesome interview too. So then the guests be who they are. If they want to be wild or expressive or just really grounded and chill, that's really cool too. Talking about when it comes to self-care and wellness, relationships, and so many other topics too when it comes to self-care and wellness. I'm really gonna explore that too, for this channel as well. So with that being said, I'm about to get my game on. I'm gonna probably edit a 3-hour video of Spider-Man gameplay too, uploaded this week or probably next week too. But I'll see you guys later, and you guys take care and have an awesome, awesome weekend too. And it's really making the best out of it too. So whatever you guys want to do, just make the best of it when it comes to your own self-care goals and wellness goals. And you don't have to hear me say that too. It's your guys' choice. So anyways, much love and peace. Namaste. So my favorite thing to say too. So where is that damn button? So take care, guys. Much love.